everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruchi and this is a new episode of Unfiltered Life. Tell me one thing, whenever you see somebody or you find somebody very attractive, you find them very magnetic or dynamic personality, and you just feel attracted towards them, glued towards them, and you find them inspiring. You want to know more of them, you want to talk to them. So what are those characteristics which make them what they are? What is that kind of thing in them that exists in them, and you just feel that makes them very special, that makes their aura very influential and very attractive. So that is what we are going to talk about today. Okay, let's get to the video. There is a limited edition of people. There are these handful people who have a very strong personalities. When I say strong personalities, I mean to say they have a very special aura. They have a very special appearance. Wherever they are, people just feel attracted towards them. People just feel inspired and influenced by them. What is that particular thing? What are those characteristics if we talk about it? So then there are few set of things which really make them what they are. And most important thing is, of course, it's all about the energy. They have very special energy, and that is like it's a complete package. Because if you talk about energy, or if you talk about such kind of effect or such kind of aura somebody possesses, aura cannot be possessed if it's not about their achievements only, it is not about their financial status only. It has to be a complete package. Like, it has to be like, especially what kind of humans they are, how they treat people, how they think, how they process things, how they think of themselves, how they look, and everything. It has to be a combination of everything. I'm going to share few of those do's and don'ts and few of those points which really can help you to build a magnetic persona. Number one, do not let anybody else come and tell you what you deserve. Do not let anybody else tell you that what is your worth. Your worth will always be defined and decided by you. It has to be your thing, that what you think you deserve and what you think you don't deserve, where you belong. Because see, no two people think alike ever. If even from a same family you talk about two siblings and you ask both of them individually that define your mother, so you will see that they both will define it very differently. It is mainly because they both have different kind of experiences from their childhood. They have been like different kind of situations and different kind of conditioning, so they will define differently. And it's not like any one of them is right or wrong, it is just their experiences. So nobody is having that right, that person will tell this is right or this is wrong. They have their own natures, they have their own understanding and their own belief system. So likewise, if from one family two siblings cannot define or cannot have the same thought process, same image for their parent, how do you expect that somebody else from outside can come and tell you, or any two people or any three people can ever have your same image? Everybody will always think differently. They will all have your different images in their head. So you don't have to go by what everybody is thinking of you. You actually have to go by what you think of yourself and what you find your self-worth. And this is something very important, because this is what defines and decides everything about you, what you are going to achieve, what you are going to do in your life, and what kind of life you are going to have. So please understand, it is something very powerful. You cannot ever give this power to someone else. Next thing is, limiting beliefs. So you don't have to ever go by what other people have in their belief system. Like, people might be having their limits, but that limits will not be your limits. Other people's limiting beliefs can never define your limits. Okay, because for some people, some things or certain things can be unachievable, very difficult, or not even something to desire for, but you may do whatever you want, because if you believe in yourself and you think you can do it, then you can do it. It's nobody on this earth who can ever tell you that okay, this is your limit, because actually there is no limit. But yes, everybody decides and defines their own limits. So it is all about you. So don't let anybody else come and tell you where you belong, till where you can go, and which is your limit. Next thing is, you have to deal with the fear of rejection. As a human, we all have one very strong desire always to be accepted by everybody around us, to be appreciated. And so many times that becomes such a obsession in our head that we happen to compromise on a lot of things. We happen to compromise on our values. We happen to compromise on what we actually are, because we have such a desire or such kind of craving to be accepted that everything else we put aside, which is very harmful, which actually disturbs you as a person. Because not let anybody ever tell you that whether you are right or whether, you should be doing this or you should not be doing this. Only you are the person who can decide and who knows very clearly in your head that yes, I deserve this or I don't deserve this. So many times we have a lot of people around us who have very nasty thought thinking process, because everybody is coming from their backgrounds, their conditioning. They will behave and do the things what they think. You can't change people. You can't make them treat you right or do the right things always in justified way. What you can do is just keeping your values very, very strong. One belief I always had in my head from long time, that agar koi, if they are my people, I probably never need to explain myself again and again, again and again. They know me. Even if it appears like something is not right or I am doing something very differently, but they should know it that I will not do it wrong, because they know me as a person and they believe in me and they are my people. So when they are my people, I don't need to explain myself again and again. But if they are not my people and questioning my decisions, questioning what I am as a person, questioning what should I be doing and not doing, they are any which ways not my people. And no matter how much I explain to them, it is not going to solve the purpose. Okay, so you don't need people's authentication. You don't need people to come and validate you, and you need to understand this. And the people who are your people will never do that with you. You will never have to compromise your values for being around the people who are your people. So understand that you don't have to go by your blood relations, your this and that. You have to go by who vibe with you, who actually give you that kind of power, that kind of comfort where you can be yourself, because that is important. You need to be around such people who let you be yourself the way you are and they accept you. I don't mean to say by acceptance means they will be just saying yes to your everything. It's okay. There can be a possibility when people will come and tell you, they will have their opinions. Your people never humiliate you. They never give you that mental discomfort or that humiliation which nobody actually deserves. So always believe in this thing. If you are getting that kind of humiliation or that kind of discomfort that you have to compromise, then they are not your people. You need to be around people who are your people and who have that level of understanding that they can accept you. And even if there is a disagreement at times in situations, you still have that kind of grace and respect within you, in between you people, that it is manageable. Now, there is one more thing, which is fear of loneliness. We all have that thing that what if we are left alone, if we don't fit in to such kind of people, if we don't fit in. I'll tell you one thing. Even you go and try to fit in, okay, because that fear is very strong fear. What if you are alone? What if you are left? You might will go and try के चलो देखते हैं fit in करने की कोशिश करिए, where you don't belong, where you don't feel that you belong in that. It can be a relationship, it can be a place, it can be a group of people, anything. So if you think that you don't belong to them, but you try to fit in by compromising on certain things and all, you will see that you are actually losing yourself. You're losing yourself, and that's a very big cost to pay, because when you lose yourself, there is nothing else you can ever achieve in your life. You can never be peaceful, you can never be healthy mentally and physically. So the losing thing of your own self is a very big cost to pay for any relationship, for any people, for any group of people, or any place. It has to be very original, it has to be very organic, and it has to be very flexible and easy. It has to come to you easy that okay, you belong there. You don't have to put effort to fit into a place or a relationship or a situation. Every relationship, every place, and people around you are supposed to energize you. They are supposed to give you more energy, more power, and they're never supposed to drain you off. So when you try to fit in, your effort of trying to fitting in and making compromises or losing yourself actually drains you. So you are actually losing things. You are never gaining anything here. So understand this thing, that you need to just, whether if you are alone, even if you are alone, maybe for time being, or maybe you have very limited set of people, very limited people in your life, but you need energizing people. You need people who actually energize you, who actually enhance your value. Just by spending time with them, just by being around them or with them, you are enhancing yourself in every on every level. You are not draining yourself. We all need people around us who add value to us, who never, subtract what we already have. This is something very important to understand, and this is something which is very powerful thing in our lives. So understand this. It's very, very important. That's why I'm just mentioning it at last in a, very clear way. For achieving your goals, to be able to do extraordinary things in your life, to be it is all about your inner world. It is never about the outer world, what people are around you telling you, what people are around you expecting from you. That never defines you. That is not your world. Your belief system, and what you can do is every time inside you. So understand this. That is the reason that people from very awkward situations, very uncomfortable situations, very deprived kind of situations, still they achieve so much in their life. They do the unbelievable things. They achieve the impossible goals. How do they achieve? Because they were wherever they were. The outer world didn't matter. What really matters is their inner world, and they did the right thing in their inner world. You need to be very much organized. Your alignment has to be proper. When I say alignment, what I mean to say, it's all about energies inside you. We all are energies, of course, you know that, right? So when I'm talking about the alignment, what I mean to say is ki the way you think, the way your thinking is, your conditioning is, your belief system is, your own belief system, everything has to be aligned. It should not be that you are believing something else but you are doing something else. Okay, you are thinking of yourself something else but you are actually compromising on something else. If you do some things like that, then you are disturbing the alignment, and once you disturb the alignment, you can never feel powerful. You can never feel strong and confident. So just to feel strong and confident, you actually need to be able to have a proper alignment in yourself, and proper alignment of all the energies. That is your inner world. So you basically have to work the most on your inner world. And I guess this is really, really powerful. This is really, really helpful. And I'm sure it's going to really work for you like it works for everybody else. So I hope this is going to help you all. Thank you so much for listening to me. Take care of yourself. More power to you, to all of you, whoever is listening. And love you a lot. See you very soon in the next video.